The first fully autonomous delivery of a Tesla Model Y from factory to a customer home across town, including highways, was just completed a day ahead of schedule. Congratulations to the Tesla AI teams, both software and AI chip design. This posted on X today by Elon Musk. This is an awesome milestone and an incredible achievement. You've heard Musk say many years ago, the best part is no part. The best process is no process. And Tesla has just deleted, for the very first time, the delivery process. A self-delivering car is one of the very early steps in Tesla's transformation, and yet another indication of how confident the company is in the current capabilities of their FSD software. Less than a week after the first Tesla Robotaxis begin operating legally in Austin for paying customers, another massive sign of their confidence in their software, its capability, its safety profile. And we have this, ahead of schedule. No doubt, the haters and skeptics will contort themselves into pretzels, trying to explain why this isn't a big deal, it doesn't matter, someone else did it first or better, or who cares, it won't really make much of a difference. Sure, they'll save a little bit in terms of logistics costs, but really, is it that big of a deal? As much as the skeptics and haters will attempt to cope, this is awesome. By the way, on the exact same day, Neuralink, another Musk-led company, posted an epic update with a mind-blowing demo, mind-blowing in the almost literal sense, with 5 Neuralink patients, 5 cyborgs playing telepathic multiplayer Mario Kart. Musk also added, there were no people in the car at all and no remote operators in control at any point. Fully autonomous. And by the way, a few people saying, where's the video? Where's the video? Shouldn't have to point this out, but if Tesla recorded a full video of this trip and published it online, they would be doxing the customer who received this video. Not just the identity, but the location. If I were that customer, I'd be real fucking mad. Rest assured though, these self-delivering vehicles will become commonplace, first in Texas, then California, and throughout the world. Won't be too long before somebody captures one of these videos of a vehicle delivering itself to a customer, at least part of the way. While we're on the subject of autonomy, short clip here of Tom Lee.
I'd agree. I think the Waymo experience is actually high touch, like first class. But when I've seen many comparisons of sort of the equipment cost, you know, the number of sensors Waymo uses versus a Tesla. So Tesla is pure vision. Waymo has LiDAR. And I believe the full all-in cost per Waymo vehicle is almost $120,000, whereas a Tesla is essentially a stock Tesla with some different software. And so, you know, one of the questions is going to be, like, if it's 4 times more expensive, then Waymo would have to charge 4 times as much money to make money. Like, because as a delivery service, you have to have a capital charge or some cost of the equipment. So until Waymo is 75% cheaper, isn't Tesla, in that world, wouldn't Tesla have an advantage?
Good points and good questions, and I will just translate. Waymo equals fuck. There is no scenario in which Waymo can match Tesla on cost to put hardware on roads. This scenario doesn't exist in what we know as reality. One would need a time machine and to change the laws of physics in order for this to be possible. And I'm not talking out of my ass. I've thought about this deeply. Please, I challenge anybody who thinks this is not true to explain in detail how Waymo, embedded within Alphabet, aka Google, who do not have expertise at mass manufacturing vehicles. Wait, don't have expertise at manufacturing even low volume vehicles. They have to pay another company to do it. Explain how Waymo would be able to match Tesla on cost to put an autonomous vehicle on roads. Tesla's the only company, as far as I'm aware, making any money selling electric vehicles to consumers and doing so at the greatest scale of any other company on the planet. Believe me, Alphabet, aka Google, have plenty of cash. They thought it made sense for them to manufacture their own vehicles at scale. They would have at least attempted to do this. It hasn't happened. Why not? Believe it or not, there is no magic catch up to Tesla button. I'm going to say one more time. Apart from 1 or 2 possible exceptions in China, although I'm not too sure about that, Tesla's the only company on Earth making any money selling electric vehicles. They have the lowest cost to produce a compelling electric vehicle and the greatest scale. Waymo doesn't even make electric vehicles. It simply will not be possible for Waymo to match Tesla on cost to put hardware on roads. Never mind the additional sensors. Never mind the prerequisite of mapping in HD. The only way Waymo can actually offer rides to customers once Tesla's fleet has begun to scale rapidly is if they are willing to lose substantial money matching Tesla's cost per mile to customers. And this is certainly something they'll attempt to do for a while, sucking from the teat of Alphabet, aka Google. But at some point, you've got to pull the plug. Let me explain how absurd this situation is. The most cost-effective way for Waymo to put hardware on roads would actually be, wait for it, for them to begin purchasing vehicles from Tesla, running Tesla FSD software That would actually dramatically lower Waymo's cost to put hardware on roads. But of course, Tesla is not a charity. They would be making a profit margin selling both the hardware and licensing the software to Waymo. So even in that scenario, where Waymo would be almost slightly close to Tesla in terms of cost, it'd be a far worse business with lower profit margins because Tesla's not going to do it for free, obviously. And in fact, to be honest, I think this is the most realistic way Waymo survives over the long term. It's just to slap a Waymo brand on a Tesla vehicle running Tesla FSD and call it a day. I'm not kidding, by the way. Otherwise, Waymo will not be a viable business in the future. And I'm not here to shit on Waymo for the sake of shitting on Waymo. I'm just spitting some facts, bro. This is called reality. We live in reality, not delusion. Sometimes a visual can encapsulate my point pretty well. Emmett Peppers posting this with the caption, "Dumbfounds me how so many seemingly smart/tech people don't seem to realize why Tesla is going to eat Waymo." We see here Waymo, 29 cameras, 5 LiDAR sensors, 6 radars, extremely high hardware cost versus Tesla, 9 cameras, computer vision and AI, that's it, sub $40,000 and available to customers to purchase. Now, I'm just going to say it. If your autonomous vehicle needs this much of a clusterfuck of sensors, nearly 30 cameras, half a dozen LiDAR sensors and an equivalent number of radars. It's a skill issue. You understand? It is a skill issue. And as I've said in the past, bragging about number of sensors required to achieve the same objective is a massive own goal. The biggest flex is deleting a sensor. It doesn't matter which way you slice it in terms of Tesla's autonomous vehicles. Cost to put hardware on roads. The fact that they can do an equivalent job with pure vision and a fraction the number of sensors, the unassailable data lead. Their existing scale, 8+ million vehicles on roads, all of which in theory can operate autonomously with no over-the-air software update. Their ability to put more vehicles on road. If you don't get this, truly, it is simply an IQ test. And I don't say this to be a dick. It is true. It is a test of one's intelligence. If you can't look at this and understand, now obviously if you don't even try and understand, well, you can't fail the test if you didn't take it. But if you try to understand and you can't see where this leads, you're just not very intelligent. And that's okay. But it's also true. And if you doubt this claim, you can conduct a test on somebody you know or even yourself. Just ask them or yourself to explain in detail, given what we currently know, how in the future Waymo can compete with Tesla on cost per mile without losing financially catastrophic and unsustainable amounts of money. There's 2 ways this IQ test plays out. Somebody attempting to explain how Waymo will suddenly, miraculously, magically, eventually, maybe, catch up to Tesla on hardware cost alone. At some point, they either say, fuck, actually, now that I think about it, Waymo's fucked, they're not going to be able to do that. Or alternatively, at some point during the explanation, magic occurs. Waymo will press the magic catch up to Tesla button, which will somehow enable them to put hardware on roads for the same cost as Tesla. I guess they're going to become experts at mass manufacturing extremely compelling, affordable electric vehicles at scale and do that essentially instantly, which is tantamount to magic. IQ test failed. I think to Emmett's point, I suspect these seemingly smart people are in fact dumb as a fence post. Appearances can be deceiving. By the way, guys, I just wanted to share something. This has been leaked to me from one of the Tesla insiders. I'm definitely not trolling. The first expansion of the Tesla Robotaxi Austin geofence appears to be heading north. Pulling this off will be big, hard, and extremely satisfying. So stay tuned, keep an eye on this. From a Tesla investor's point of view, something huge is coming soon. Want more content? Early access? A bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 is awesome. I've been taking it daily now for more than 3 years. It's a great way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's packed full of vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients. Plus, has prebiotics, probiotics, and adaptogens to improve gut health, regularity, and help your body handle stress. I'm always looking for an edge to help me feel and perform my best, which is why I haven't missed a day of AG1 for more than 3 years. Just try it and see how you feel. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs.